Good evening and welcome to your daily dose of C.A.D. I'm your host, Aiden West. I'm here with my two amazing co-hosts, Christian Shaw and the Big D, David. How you guys doing today?
I'm pretty good, Aiden. Just been really
I'm pretty
relaxing
good as
day.
well.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I've
That's
been
good to
pretty good
hear.
as well.
I'm glad to see it because not everyone else is doing pretty good because New York's having a nice spike in deaths for coronavirus and it's not
Oh
looking too
yeah.
good for you. So let me start off with a couple of little things I saw. I mentioned a little bit about these new Marvel superheroes. Let me see if you guys recognize them. They're, how do I say this? A bit stupid. I don't know if you guys heard, but we have Snowflake and Safe Space, if you guys have heard of them. And I'll see if I
Nope.
can.
Never have.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, I am actually. They are two new heroes, and they are basically like the. How do I say it? It's weird to say because they're like basically they're social justice heroes, the non-binary, gay, whatever. They're just like that's them. I said
From
it in the
Marvel?
chat. Yeah, this is Marvel's new heroes.
Oh, really?
They're
This has got to be a joke.
they're non-binary. They're I guess technically lesbians or something like that. It's pretty crazy to see, and a lot of
Wait, they're girls?
non-binary. So, but since they're technically the same gender, they love each other. They're in a relationship. It's pretty weird, and they're like basically social
Oh
justice
boy, I don't like
warriors.
this.
And a
Yes,
lot of people,
Aiden.
yeah,
I don't like where this is
Uh,
going.
This is the woke culture, man. You got to be accepting of them, okay? Everybody wants to see two lesbian superheroes in Marvel that nobody asked for, called Snowflake and Safe Space. That's what
of course,
everybody
yeah,
wants.
that's what I wanted. But not a lot of people wanted it, and they're
Honestly,
lashing out. And it's pretty funny.
I'm gonna,
A lot of people are mad about
I'm
it.
gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have been fine if some Marvel characters just like came out as gay or
Yeah,
lesbian
same.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
same.
I would have been fine with that, like characters that are already there.
Mhm.
But creating completely new characters, specific purpose, like of being
Yeah,
non-binary and all of that, like I don't like it.
yeah,
It's just ridiculous.
it's a bit rough here, as we can see. And
Yeah.
I can move on because you guys already having you're pretty happy about seeing this. You're as happy as I am to see this. Um.
I'm super excited.
Oh yeah,
Can't
everyone's
wait to
stoked.
watch the.
Can't wait. Can't wait this to see the new Marvel movie.
Yeah, it's really movies or comics.
Comics, and they're probably
I'm pretty sure.
soon to be a movie and or show. That's what I
So are there
believe.
pictures out there?
Yeah, those are the official designs released by Marvel, and
All right.
looks
So
a bit rough. We're gonna go into a bit of a gaming here. Minecraft's Nether update. You guys, a lot of people are
Oh
excited for it.
yeah.
It has
I.
netherite. It's
Oh
making you
yeah.
have something better than diamond, a bunch of new biomes. But a really exciting thing is the music for it is from the Celeste composer. Celeste is a very good, fun platformer indie game made by a small little company, and they are known. They've won awards for the soundtrack, and it's a really nice soundtrack. And I suggest all of our listeners and you two to listen to it because it's a really nice and calming soundtrack, and it's quite impressive that a small team did it. And Minecraft's going to be getting that sort of touch of an indie developer with music coming in here, so it's going to be nice music at least in the Nether. And we don't really know much about the biomes other than what they look like, but could be nice and cool. And this music will make it that much better.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard about either way, but what I heard is like in the test servers, like or early release of Minecraft update, like it's for people to test out and try it to like report bugs and everything. But there's like they added something else in. There's like infinite dimensions or something. But basically, how it works is you just make another portal, regular nether portal. You get a book and quill. You
hmm
write something in the book, and then that like whatever that word is like in the book, or like sentence or whatever it is in the book, like that's gonna identify like what the dimension's gonna be, and then like supposedly if you go back and then do that same book, it's gonna be the same dimension. But like obviously, in a different world, it'll be different chunks and everything. But it seems really cool. I watched a video on it, and it's just really interesting. But the thing is, the infinite dimensions, it's kind of weird because it's really they're just completely different because it's not like they're each specifically made. It's like from the looks of it, it's auto generated.
So randomly
Like
generated.
yeah, it's randomly generated, like blocks and everything. Like I remember, like I watched a video and then the ground was made out of like fence gates, like warped fence gates.
Wow.
Are you sure this isn't
Yeah.
fake?
It's not fake. It's an actual thing in the Minecraft like the testing server for like the new update. I don't think it's
Maybe.
gonna I don't think it's gonna be come out with the official update, but it's
Mhm.
there and it's really interesting.
Yeah, that is quite cool.
Yeah. One sec.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So I was gonna say. So I looked up the snowflake and safe. Dude, honestly, if you're gonna add these ridiculous characters in there, at least make them hot. Like nobody wants two ridiculous characters that are like ugly. Like look up the pictures, honestly, dude.
I
Like
someone in a chat.
Honestly, honestly,
honestly,
at first I thought they were both the exact same characters, just different like
Yeah,
clothing.
that's
they
what I
really look
thought
similar.
too.
But so continue on
But come on, Marvel.
with a bit of gaming news here. Destiny 2 has a countdown timer to the end of the world placed in one of their bunkers. So
Oh, really?
yeah, no one knows what it's actually for, but it's kind of funny that they're placing this now during this pandemic. But
Yeah.
I thought that was a little cool thing I saw there.
It's
And
just gonna be an update, kind of like Fortnite.
Yeah.
I hope not. But and one last thing in the topic for games and all that kind of stuff. So Nintendo Switches have been like totally sold out because they're not making any right now because they're not essential, and
Mm.
people have been price gouging for Nintendo Switches, and they're now super expensive to buy, and that's like a problem now because
Really?
they're getting sold for. Wait, because Nintendo Switches are like $300. People are selling them for like 4, 5, 600, maybe
Oh my
even more.
gosh.
Yeah,
Dang.
and it really sucks. And a lot of people are
Sell
mad
it now,
about it.
man.
Yeah, they sold out, and now people are just hoarding them and selling them for a super expensive price.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just looked at Amazon, and they're expensive. Some are going for around $500.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Honestly,
But quick question, I might have
Yeah.
missed this. If you guys mentioned it. When is the release date for the Minecraft update?
Oh, the release date?
wait. It's not gonna be out for a while.
Yeah, not
That's
for a
all I
while.
know.
Alright.
It's just like that's how they really do it. Like it's really like an update like every 6 months,
Mhm.
Yeah, or something
Yeah.
like that.
8 months. I don't know, but it's a long time between updates, or at least big title updates.
And one last thing before we move on to the main topic. I don't know if you guys heard. I just read this, but I guess there's AirPod X's, and they're more expensive than the last AirPods. So
The AirPod X's.
yeah,
What do you mean?
it's a new AirPod, and they're more expensive than the AirPod Pros or whatever. Because it's it's Series 2s, and then the Pros or something like that. Now there's the X's, and they're said to be way more expensive, and basically be the same thing with a couple extra features. This is a quick read.
Literally look just like the pros.
Yes. It's nice. I
Because
know.
people have money for that right now.
Of course, people. It's not released yet, but it will
I
be.
have a question. I have a question about it. Like, why is it so great?
Oh, because it's an Apple product.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
You have
Dude,
no
you
need
can
to ask
you can get
questions.
toilet paper. You can get toilet paper and
Don't
stick an
ask questions.
Apple label on it and sell it for like $500. It's just the brand.
Oh,
Brands.
nowadays it'll sell for almost 1,000.
Oh yeah, yeah. Brands really do have a really big effect on pricing. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's the little quick news we got. So I'm gonna move on to our main topic for today, and it's gonna be about movies in Hollywood from today all the way back to it's really not beginnings, but when it started to get really popular and came to like what we know as the big screen. So I'm gonna start with a few questions, just asking like both of you. I guess I'm gonna start with Christian. What was the last movie you watched?
Oh, I can't remember, man. It's been a while. I don't watch movies often. I usually just watch TV shows. Um,
That you
I really have
remember?
no clue.
All right, that's fair because not a lot of people do watch movies all the time. David, what was the last movie you watched?
All right, wait. Are shows included or just movies?
I'm
Like
talking
straight
about
up
movies.
films.
I'm talking about movies.
Films? All right. Star Wars Episode 6.
Ah, so how did you feel
That
about
was the
that?
last.
How did you feel about it?
It's a good. It was a good movie. You know, it was. It's an older movie. It was like made in actually I think early 80s or something, or early 80s,
80s.
late 70s.
I think it's
Yeah,
late
I think it's
80s.
early 80s or late 70s. Really? I'm not exactly sure. But
Neither am I.
it's an older movie, but it's good. It's a
It's a
good
cult
movie.
classic, really. If you want to put
It
it into
is.
terms,
Yeah,
it's pretty popular.
It's
Like
a,
the original trilogy,
yeah.
very popular,
Ah,
beloved. It's really pretty good compared to today's movies. The last movie I
definitely.
watched was a movie called Parasite. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Either of
No.
you? No? David, have you heard of it?
I don't.
Is it like horror movies?
Uh,
Like, like,
I don't
what is
even.
it?
Honestly, I watched it and I was trying to figure out the genre of it. A horror, maybe at the end, but
Like,
like,
sci-fi?
no, not sci-fi at all. I don't. It's a weird. It's a very weird movie. It's a. Well, it's so first of all, it's a Korean film, and it won a lot of.
Oh,
It won the
oh,
Academy Award, and won a lot
yeah.
of American awards. That's why it became really popular. And people saying, "Oh,
Oh, yeah.
this is such a great movie," and I'm like, "Oh, maybe it is a good movie. Let's watch it." And it was the weirdest thing. I the story was very not. It's this not like together. It didn't flow. It was like very choppy, and it was like very expectable what happens until the end. And the ending really feels like it was forced. It's like, oh, nothing. The movie wasn't smooth. It was like very just rigid. It was like this happens, and then just so it happens, this happens, and oh, look at this random piece of evidence, so they can do this and this and this, and it's like,
mhm.
oh, it's very. It
Oh
seems
yeah.
like the plot points and like all of everything's very forced, and like, oh, this is, oh, they got plot armor, so this no, they want to figure
Oh
that
yeah.
out, and or whatever, and it's like, wow, this was really disappointing. This movie was literally just like
Yeah.
boring, and like none of the characters got really developed. None of the no
Mhm.
like relationships developed. It was really
Yeah.
just this happens, so then this happens, and this happens, and oh, look at this. This happens, and the movie's done. I'm like, at the end of it, I felt
Yeah.
dissatisfied. I'm like, this wasn't
Mhm.
great. This was a waste. It was like a 2 hour movie.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was
Yeah,
supposed
I
to be
think I
like,
heard about it.
it is very popular, and it was supposed to be like a take on like the social injustices of different economic classes because it's about two families, a poor family and a very rich family.
Mhm.
I don't want to go too much into it to spoil in case people actually want to watch it, but it was interesting, and it was supposed to be really metaphorical about
Mhm.
the society being bad because the rich people are such crappy people. They're terrible. They do nothing good. They're
Oh yeah.
stupid pigs. And the poor people are smart and cunning and have to do whatever they can. It's
Sounds familiar.
yeah. So that's what we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about a lot because movies a lot today
Yeah.
are supposed to be like deep and edgy and have this cool metaphorical uh cool metaphor for the movie about society or life or money or something like
Hmm.
that. And like I think that's really ruining movies. Like do you know any
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
that can come to mind?
Um.
Oh, you know what? Like a movie, like when you're talking about like items being like brought up in movies just for the plot to develop or like to continue, it really reminded me of the newest Star Wars, the last one,
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of people are mad with that. I
where
didn't like it at all. It was a very bad
yeah,
movie.
yeah, I didn't really like it that much, like because like oh they have to look for this old ship that looked for, and they have
Hmm.
to find a specific item, and turns out it's a knife, and literally the knife is just there in the movie, so the movie can continue. So then they could find the planet where they have to find the old Death Star ruins and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's really just for plot development. Like oh yeah, we don't know what to do. Yeah, here, this knife is gonna be in the movie now, so you guys can end up finding where that. I don't even remember what the thing was, but basically like some technology thing to find a secret Sith planet. I don't even remember the
Yeah,
plot of the
like
movie
it's
that
I.
much.
forgettable and it's not smooth. You watch a movie for a
Yeah.
smooth narrative, like reading a book.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. With
I wouldn't
Parasite.
relate. I don't
Yeah.
read books.
Well, with Parasite, I'm pretty sure I remember Trump was trashing that on TV. Made me laugh. That's where I heard about it. But
Yeah, probably because it was a
yeah,
Korean film. It was yeah.
yeah. He's like, yeah, it was crap because it was made by the Koreans. I was like, oh, he's obviously kidding around, but I thought it was funny. And the last movie I watched was Spider-Man: Far From Home, I think.
Oh, that see, I think really with movies today at least, Marvel movies have been doing a really good job, like in the
Yeah,
beginning. But I think
Yeah.
they're really losing like their touch because like the X
Oh
Men
yeah,
movies, like
Endgame
they
is a
haven't
great.
been any X Men movies
Mhm.
like Dark Phoenix. That
oh
was a
yeah,
terrible movie. No one
yeah,
liked
Uh-huh.
it, and like Endgame, I
yeah. I remember.
Endgame
I
was.
remember
it was a
Age of
letdown.
Ultron. Remember when that came out? It's been a while since I watched it, but I thought it was pretty decent at the time. But I just heard a lot of people trashing
Yeah,
because
Marvel
like,
got way better, and
yeah,
like Endgame, Infinity War, those were great movies in their own rights, and they're
yeah,
pretty equal. So
Yeah, Endgame. Endgame is a really good movie, but like some people say it's bad. Like I mean, like I like Endgame, but like I don't know. Something feels like off about it. Like,
yeah.
it's good, but like that's really it.
yeah.
So I'm gonna bring up another movie that follows this theme of being choppy and nothing really happening other than like it's just plot convenience. And supposed to be super deep and metaphorical, even though nothing really makes sense at all. A movie called Us.
I
Have you
think
heard
I've
that?
heard of it.
It's a horror movie, but
It sounds
it's
familiar.
yeah, it's from the same producers of Get Out, which is similar. People liked Get Out because
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
that was a more easy thing to grasp, but it was like also kind of stupid because with Get Out, I thought it was a cool movie. It was interesting, just because like cool mind tricks and whatever. But like the theme
Yeah.
was like people still hate black people. Whites people always hate black people. There's white privilege. Black people are oppressed all the
Wait.
time. They're basically being sold as slaves all the time. I'm like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that. And like the same thing, like I don't care that like I'm like the actor for Get Out, the lead actor, I don't remember his name. He did an awesome job, and I
Hmm.
give him props. But like the actors in Us were terrible, all of them.
I remember, I remember what I was gonna watch Get Out, and I was like thinking about it. I was like, huh, this seems. I heard it was a good movie. I'm gonna play Xbox.
Yeah, yeah. So Us is like all right. Like the only interesting part I think about is that they had the cast played the basics of the movie is that a family goes to a summer home and then they fight. Then there's a different kind of clones of them that are like disheveled and like insane and they're like murderous. And I guess when they try to kill them, that's like the movie. But there's like a lot of like super deep stuff. But Yeah,
It's
but the
still
cool part about the movie is that so the family plays their own parts. So like there's a son and he plays the disheveled son and they both act like completely different people and they have different body language. And that's the only good part of the movie is like the acting of the families being two different kind of people playing two different roles. I think is very good and they did a good job with that. But like the rest of it,
Yeah.
Mhm.
terrible. Like movies today have been terrible. I haven't seen a good one for like a good movie in like a year. There hasn't been any standout
Like a
movies.
good new movie.
You
Yeah,
didn't
like
like Far From Home?
I thought it was alright. It was like I said, Marvel movies have been good. I'm like nothing stand out though.
Oh yeah.
Marvel movies has been like like when I look into see like I want to watch a movie with friends and go to the theater. I'm like, is there anything good? I'm like, no, like stupid rom com that no one cares about.
I
Yeah.
like The Quiet
Some
Place. A Quiet Place is pretty good.
it wasn't stand out though. Like call it a horror movie, but it was really just like that was also
Yep.
having like social stuff, but I did like it was an alright movie, but not stand out.
Yeah. Do y'all remember Bird Box?
Oh, that was a huge upset. Everyone thought, oh, this is the
Dude, I
Uh-huh.
stuff. This is
thought
the
like, I
stuff,
watched it once,
and it's
and then there's
terrible.
just like,
It's
yeah,
terrible.
and it's
Yeah,
crap, man.
it wasn't a great movie. It wasn't even. It wasn't even good. It
People
was. It
hyped
was
up for no
just. It was,
reason.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people was like, "Oh, it's Bird Box. It's so good." Really? I watched it. I was just after that. I was like, I wouldn't watch it again.
No,
Yeah,
It's like
like there's
it
a
wasn't.
huge media hype, and I was like, no, this is pretty, it's pretty bad.
it was
And
quite terrible.
yeah, and to answer some other things, like name a movie and then name a sequel, and the sequel, like 90% of the time, is just complete crap. I mean, recent movies like Mall Cop, first movie was amazing. I remember
Mall
when they
Cop
dropped the
is
second one.
First of all, you're talking about Mall Cop, okay? In the first
No,
place,
I'm saying I thought the
Paul
first one
Blart
was pretty
Mall
good.
Cop. First of all,
Like,
Paul Blart is a
I'll just give
legend,
an
okay?
example. I'm just giving an example. I'm just saying the first
Paul
one was
Blart is a
amazing,
legend.
and,
Okay, if you want
and
to
then
talk
the
about
and then the
sequels being
second one came
good,
out.
not being good at least, you just gotta look at what's it called?
Honestly, Paul Blart Mall Cop wasn't supposed to have a
I'm just
sequel.
giving
It
you. I'm just
shouldn't have
giving you
had
an
a sequel. The
example. I mean,
sequel
there's a
ruined
ton of
it.
other ones. Like name another movie that had a sequel. I remember just like
The Star
constantly
Wars
wanting to see sequels.
trilogy? That was all
Star
Other
terrible.
no,
Wars trilogy.
I mean other than those, I mean like just other movies that were actually pretty decent
Well, I'm not saying
at
the Star
first.
Wars were decent. I'm just saying you said sequels. I'm like, oh, look at the Star Wars sequel trilogy. I'm like, that was terrible. If you're talking about bad sequels,
The
Yeah.
sequels were really bad.
yeah.
I mean, the first. I mean, like really. I
Okay.
like each like variation like for its own reasons. I like the prequels because I really like the fight like the style like they like were
Memes.
really aggressive and like I like the fighting scenes a lot. I like the originals because they're just original movie and they
Good
have really
story.
good and they have a story. It's a really good story. The sequels, honestly, it was just garbage. The only thing I really liked about it was just like the graphics of like the lightsabers and like it just looked nice. It's
I
just
thought
the only thing I
the
really
first movie was the best one to me. In the sequel trilogy, I thought that was a
the
good movie.
sequel. I liked episode 3 a lot. I liked episode. I think episode 3 might be my favorite.
Not the pre sequels. I'm talking about the sequel trilogy, not the
The
original.
sequel
So I'm
trilogy.
talking about The
Yeah,
Force Awakens.
talking
The
about
Force
episode
Awakens
3.
was a good movie. I like that.
Oh, the sequel. I'm talking about the prequel.
Oh, prequels. Those are just memes, but I think those are my favorite because I like all the
Yeah.
characters. I like the fights, like you said.
Mhm.
They're great. But like, think about this now. Movies been terrible. Like before, look at Disney movies. They're such like the animated. I'm talking about. They're such cult
Yeah.
classics. They have such great music and sound scores. And look at it now. We have
Yeah.
Aladdin with Will Smith as the genie.
Yeah, crap.
Dude, the live
Like,
action
dude,
will just make me cringe.
Disney's been screwing up their movies. Like Dumbo, I watched that. Dude, what the heck was that? What was it? Like seriously, dude, it was nothing like the original. Why would they do that to a movie?
Because they have nothing better to do. See, okay, Moana. That was a good movie because it was original
Yeah.
and animated. Good.
The
But then you're
animated
like,
ones. I
look,
don't know why the animated ones are good.
They're always good. But then they're like, oh, let's make a live action of like literally everything, and they always mess it up terribly.
Hey, what about Frozen 2? I haven't
Lads,
watched it, but my brother said he watched it and it was just singing the entire time.
I heard that too. People said they liked it. I thought Frozen was a terrible movie in general, so I'm like, why am I gonna waste my time watching a sequel to an already terrible movie?
Hmm.
huh?
I mean, I thought it
Yeah.
was pretty decent.
I remember the little kids, like my little brother, little sister, and then my dad, and then my other sister. Like so, basically the three younger kids, and then my dad went up to me like, "Hey, David, you want to watch Frozen 2?" I'm like,
Nah.
"No, no, no, no."
You think any of us want to watch that kind of crap? Like, come on, Disney.
Nope.
Yeah, you're losing traction here. You're already super rich,
Yeah.
so they have no real care because there's like this blind following to Disney. Cause like
Hmm.
Yeah,
they're
going
super
downhill.
they're super rich. They own like a lot of stuff, and they
I
could
mean,
easily buy
I
more
mean,
stuff.
really, yeah, they don't have to do much. They could basically just take over the world at this point.
Close to, yeah. But this is how rich they are. But like, yeah, I'm talking about this. Those old Disney movies were so awesome. They're animated. They look cool.
Yeah.
They're amazing. And now the only good movies you see from Disney's are their like okay, Coco was good because that was animated and original.
I haven't seen that
I
one,
saw
but
it. It was
I was,
decent. It was
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
Coco
was
was good because
no, which one? But
I liked
I
it.
thought Big Hero 6 was pretty cool. Big Hero 6, I thought that was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but like,
Yeah.
there's this new trend. There's like random trends that people are trying to do. Like, oh, people really want to see these live action things, and
No,
so then we talk about live action. Then we talk about
they're all so
cats.
bad.
Oh,
Ah,
cats.
No,
eh,
no, no.
vomiting noises.
Wow, someone did the funny. Yeah, David did the funny. He laughed because he really likes cats. He
We're
really
not
likes
gonna talk.
cats.
No,
Yes,
stop,
furries,
stop,
David. We know that you love the furries. We know that you love the furry community.
stop.
Yes, David. It's okay. You can come out and say that you like furries, man.
It's
Dude,
okay. You like furries. It's okay. It's a
You know,
secret.
did I ever tell you guys about the time I put
shut
a furry
up.
in my slideshow for computer apps?
I
Wow.
remember the first time, like I was just watching YouTube one night, and then I just saw a trailer for it. I
David
nearly
likes
threw.
furries.
Oh
What was
no,
that?
David.
Shut up.
But yeah, Cats was a complete
Yeah,
disaster. It's a very good Broadway show, but they butchered it. Oh, hold on a minute. Taylor Swift's in it.
Taylor Swift.
She's in
Taylor
it,
Taylor
and I
Swift's in-
love Taylor Swift.
Oh
Get
gosh,
me
Taylor.
in there.
Dude, she's ruining her reputation lately.
Very
Honestly, between
quickly.
a man and showing up in Cats. Like, what the heck, Taylor Swift? Like, what's got into your head? Like, liberalism has really gotten
Stop.
to her.
Well, David is a very strong Taylor Swift fan, so he's about to pounce.
Okay, buddy.
Okay,
The only
pal.
song that I know the only song I can name of hers is "Shake It Off."
Wow, he's a
How
hardcore
old?
fan.
How old is that song?
He's a
How old
hardcore
is
fan.
that song?
Well, that's like OG music, so you're an OG fan, man. Like
He's
you've been
I can't.
around, you've been along this entire time, man.
But I can't name
He's
any other song
OG.
from Taylor Swift. So stop.
David's the goat on Taylor
If
Swift.
my life
Okay.
depended on it. All right, buddy.
All right, pal.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know what I just realized? The snowflake have a bulge. That, uh,
No,
I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna continue.
don't need to talk about that. You see, we're comparing movies to here. You said Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. That was semi-recent. You look at that and like, oh, that's supposed to be a comedy. Like, all right, let's talk about comedy movies. What good comedy movies have come out
Recently, oh,
In the
Yeah.
past or recently?
recently?
no idea.
Yeah, like no idea.
I
Like,
can't.
okay,
name
we talk about movies that came in out before, like let's say 2015. And I'm like, bam, I can think of a ton. First one comes to mind. I'm thinking Dodgeball. I watched that recently. Awesome movie.
Well, I
Yeah.
was gonna watch that at one point, but then I didn't. I don't remember
Amazing
why.
movie.
And guys, you know, I mean, in order to really make funny movies, you can't be politically correct. You know what
No.
I'm saying? Like a lot of these producers are trying to be politically correct and not offend anybody. But sometimes you gotta make jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of
Dude,
times that makes
it's
movies fun.
hilarious.
That's how like that's the kind of stuff that makes me like piss myself. Like laughing. Like, you know what I mean?
This is the thing that makes me piss myself in horror.
Yeah, man. Like you gotta make me laugh. Like you're not gonna make me laugh and make
Hold
stupid
on,
like jokes.
let me take a look here. Let's look at some comedy movies from 2019 here that Google can find. Yeah, none of these I would count as. Have you heard of? Yo, the new Men in Black. Like, you think that was funny? Getting rid of Will Smith. Will Smith was great in Men
Oh,
in Black.
I don't know
What
why he's
Men
gone.
Want? Oh yeah, that's a classic.
I didn't even
Because
watch
I
it.
hate all males. Let me tell you, I hate all males.
Speaking of crap movies, though, what about the women version of Ghostbusters?
Ooh, I was gonna get to that. There's a lot of feminism movies like, oh, we have to have a full female cast just so we can seem cool
Yeah,
and like inclusive, even though like ruins it. People hated that Ghostbusters movie, including me, of
so
course.
bad.
The
And they
actors
and
were
they and
bad.
they made a sequel.
Yeah,
They weren't funny.
they weren't funny. The jokes were bad. They were terrible actors. The movie was ruined.
Is Hamworth the shirtless in it,
I mean, like,
or was he?
remember Milo Yiannopoulos, the guy I mentioned last podcast episode?
Yeah.
He trashed them on Twitter, said that it wasn't funny. It was better when men did it, and you know, he got taken off Twitter. He got banned. Like they literally banned him on Twitter.
What?
Yeah, like no joke. The dude was like, "Yeah, it was a crap movie. Like she wasn't funny," and he said that one of the actors looked like a man. He got taken off.
What?
He
Guy got him off
taken
Twitter?
off Twitter. It's absurd. Like you just
I don't.
it's like they're public people. They're putting themselves out there. He can criticize a movie. Like you shouldn't be banned off of Twitter for criticizing a movie, giving your opinion about it.
Yes, these are
It-
tough. These
Yeah,
movies.
it's crazy.
I did forget one of the movies that I did recently watch, though. That technically is a comedy that came out recently. And I thought it was pretty funny, but also, like, these movies are somewhat forgettable. It was a movie called Jojo Rabbit. I don't know if you guys saw trailers for that.
No.
Yeah, I have. I've.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. I wanted to watch that.
It's a very.
It
It's
looks
pretty.
funny.
It's
It looks.
funny. It's funny. It's got a good theme to it. That's a good movie to watch once. It's about a kid and his imaginary friend Hitler.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Basically in
takes
Hitler
ti-
Youth.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
takes time in it's during Nazi Germany was in power and it goes
Yep,
through
yeah, I
its
saw I
fall.
saw a commercial.
Yeah, so that movie gave me some funny memories when I was watching it because at the end my dad said his favorite character was Hitler. How many times can you
I want to
see
watch that now.
or even hear someone say, "Yeah, my favorite character was Hitler. He was cool and funny." Like that's not something that happens in movies, and that's what makes
No.
these movies like. There's some good movies. I'm not saying they're all bad, but most of them are.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here with some more.
Yeah.
What Men Want? I already said that's terrible. The Lego Movie. Like, come on.
Oh no.
The second one, what was that? I saw the first one. It was pretty good when I was younger. Second one, bruh, that was a disappointment. It honestly was. It just
I
wasn't
didn't even
good.
watch it because I knew how
They
bad
just
it
made
would
up a
be.
fun. Like dude, I figured out the plot within 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So we're continuing on things being ruined. What's when I think of Halloween movies, what comes to head? Like one of the first movies that comes to mind.
Scream.
Not horror movies. I'm talking like Halloween movies you'd watch with the family. I'm talking about Adam's Family. Like, come on.
Oh
Everyone
oh.
knows the Adams Family.
Yeah, my family just watch.
Mm-hmm.
I know it, but I don't watch it. Like me and my family, we just watch Five Nights at Freddy. Oh no,
Five
wait,
Nights
I'm
at
an idiot.
Nights at
Whoa,
Freddy's.
whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on a minute.
I
You
meant
watch Five Nights at
Friday
Freddy's
the
with his
David, show me
family.
the.
I meant Friday the
David really
13th.
does like to come out here and watch
I'm an
Five
idiot.
Nights
David,
at
You're playing a
Freddy's.
little bit too much.
I can't. Yes, we hop right on the YouTube and we look up Markiplier Five Nights at Freddy's playthrough. Yeah, that's
Watching
exactly
Five
what
Nights
we
at
do every
Freddy's.
Halloween.
Oh my gosh,
David,
dude.
I'm glad
Every
you
single
watch
year.
Five Nights at Freddy's during Halloween. That's fine.
I
You watch it
I
with the whole
genuinely meant
family.
Friday.
He likes to watch
Yep.
Game Theory. He likes looking at the whole FNAF timeline.
Oh
He
jeez,
watch it with the
that
family.
makes me cringe. It makes me cringe that you said that because I've actually watched almost the entire thing.
Who
I've watched
hasn't?
a lot of Game Theory.
Okay, so you guys even heard that the Adams Family had a 3D animation version of it?
No.
No, I'm scared
Just
though.
look it up. Just look up the Adams Family in like 2019 right now, and just take a quick look there. You'll be real sad and disappointed because it's very bad. Like I honestly think it's dumb.
Ew. What is that?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, Fandango rated it 69%.
69.
Yeah, good meme.
So,
Rotten
uh,
Tomatoes 43. It looks like garbage.
You know,
preach.
I see with these movies, I have to like look and see. Oh yeah, I remember it because I can't remember it off the top of my head because none of these movies are really like stick to me. But I am forgetting about an actual good movie that came out or a series that came out recently. The John Wick movies. Those are good
Yeah.
action
Oh
movies.
yeah, I've seen those. Yeah,
They're good.
those are good
Keanu
action
Reeves does
movies.
a really good job.
Huh?
Keanu Reeves does a really good job,
Uh-huh.
and it's awesome. But then we have other movies like
So good at
we have the new
the core.
Fast and Furious. We have Men in Black.
Oh, dude,
The
Fast and
new one.
Furious like, is not good anymore.
We have
Like, it got
got bad. Got bad.
After that dude died.
Yeah. So
yeah.
there's
Walking.
Godzilla. I like
Oh,
Godzilla.
okay.
Godzilla. Not a lot of people
That's,
like
oh, that's not good.
Godzilla. I like the new Godzilla movie because I just have
I
a.
liked it.
I
I
thought it was
liked it.
cool, and they're gonna make more. There's also people are thinking. There's teasers that Godzilla versus King Kong, the next movie in the new Godzilla franchise, is gonna be coming out. They're making
What
it
I'm
actually. That
what I'm
looks
kind of
cool.
Oh, that's cool,
yeah,
man.
it does.
Yeah, it is.
What I'm kind of disappointed though about the Godzilla sequel, like the second one, is that there wasn't really that many like original like
Oh,
monsters
are you
like
talking about the
from like
2019 Godzilla King of Monsters?
yeah that one.
So yeah, what they did make they teased the new ones. They teased new ones, but we didn't get to see them yet. There's a lot of videos and people
Yeah,
talking about it. Like there's
the
the
only
spider.
original ones. Yeah,
We didn't really get to see many,
the
but
only
people are
original
looking
one
for originals right now. Like for
was
me, I'm like, I want to see Godzilla
yeah
beat up King Ghidorah. That's all
yeah
I want to see. I want to see some.
Yeah.
and
I
then,
want to see
yeah
some classic
the
beating
only
up.
yeah the only originals that were there was King Ghidorah, Godzilla, obviously, and Rodan, but that was it. Those were
Uh,
the only originals.
yeah, and then they're making some. They had a couple new ones.
Oh,
The classic though, the classic.
the sequel, I guarantee you, because if you,
They're gonna be having
because
more in them.
in the post credits, yeah, no, what I think is gonna happen is in the post credits, you know, like how the bunch of bad guys they got King Ghidorah's head. I think they're gonna make Mecha King Ghidorah.
Yeah, they're probably gonna do mechas, but then King Kong is they're gonna make a King Kong versus Godzilla, and I'm pretty hyped. And I believe what they should do is do
Yeah,
the classic flying drop kick where Godzilla goes completely vertical or completely horizontal, goes up vertically,
horizontal.
and then goes horizontal, and then just flies forward. I think that's a classic one that I think they should really feature
Yeah,
here.
I know what you're
It's a
talking
hit
about.
classic.
It's so fun.
You guys know the movie Gemini Man? You ever seen that?
No.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Is
It's
that
the
with
movie
Will
where
Smith
Will
or
Smith
wait?
fights Will Smith. Okay.
Oh yes,
Wait,
yes. I was actually interested in that. I was
what?
interested in.
It's so dumb because Will Smith is trying to kill Will Smith while Will Smith's trying to save Will Smith. It's a
No,
battle.
Will,
Will Smith tries to kill
young
Will
Will
Smith
Smith's
while
trying to kill Will Smith.
I'm keep looking through. I'm keep remembering all these terrible things. The new Zombieland. I don't know if you guys even know what Zombieland is. The
I
original
saw it.
Zombieland.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I know the sequel was
It was
the sequel could have been.
The original was
It
funny.
was
It was a
Double
funny
Tap.
movie.
Was okay. I love the original. The original was really good.
Men in Black.
I like the
Okay, okay,
original.
okay. We got another one here. So one of my favorite action movies from like before 2015 was the Hellboys. So like all the Hellboy one
Yeah.
and two, they're cool movies. They're awesome. They're cool.
Oh,
Hellboy was a cool
oh yeah.
guy.
I've seen the first one. Yeah, I've seen the first one.
But now we
That
had the
was it.
2019 one.
Uh,
Oh boy,
I haven't,
that's
I haven't seen it, but I've heard things, and I'm scared to see it now.
yeah. It's not worth wasting the time to see that. It's pretty bad, actually. Very,
Gee.
it's very bad.
I never watched it. Like, what's the plot? What's
Of
the whole
Hellboy
idea?
depends on the. It's a different plot every movie. It's about a guy. It's about a demon who's on Earth and he's just chilling there, and he deals with other like supernatural things. That's like the
Oh,
plot.
cool.
Well, basically, how the demon is found. Basically, during World War Two, the Nazis were looking for him because apparently he had great power. But then I don't know, like he got into the right hands, and then they like cut his horns off, and then he just fights off other demons and really just weird stuff.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
And
That's
he's also what's it called? What's it called when you have like 30 cats? Like those old ladies have 30
oh,
cats.
cat lady.
He's a
Yeah, he's
cat
a cat. He's a
lady.
cat. He's a cat guy. He's like 30 cats.
Cause he's
At
by
least in the
himself. Cause
original.
he's like a 6 foot tall dude who's like a demon who like can murder other big ass demons, other supernatural stuff just by himself. Like, come on. I wouldn't want to live
He's
with that
fun.
guy. He's pretty scary.
He also has a sense of comedy. He kind of also has a sense of comedy as well.
Yeah. There's like,
Yeah.
like I'm thinking like there's not very good movies out right now, or that came out. I'm like, I want to see a good action movie. Maybe I can watch. I don't know.
Hard.
Like it's hard. Like
Very
if I
close
want to
to
watch a
school.
movie now, I'm like thinking I'm like action movie, action movie. I could watch maybe the original James Bond movies.
Hey,
Original. I
Yeah, the
haven't
original
watched the
James
original.
Bond movies. Those are good, and I love those. They're cool. They're classic.
Haven't. I haven't. I haven't seen the old classic ones. I've just really seen the one with that one dude.
well,
I forgot his name. I've
yeah,
seen like the new James Bond. I've just seen those movies.
Yeah, the original is way better. There's also like, if I'm thinking I want to watch a really good movie that's just good and it's really heavy. Come on, The Godfather. There hasn't been a movie like that in a
Oh yeah,
while.
yeah.
That
yes,
movie is
dude.
very emotionally
Yes,
powerful and
that's
it's
a good.
heavy. It's deep and heavy. You can't just say, "Oh, I want to watch The Godfather." Like, you gotta be ready for it because it hits,
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good movie. That
and
is a
it's a
good movie.
very good movie. And there hasn't been a movie like that in a long time. Oh, but there is
Yeah.
good remakes. The new Halloween. That was a good movie. I saw that in opening night with a couple of my friends here, and we went and saw it. There's only a little bit of people screaming at each other because of
Yeah.
problems, and but that movie was hype because it had a lot of the original, made a lot of cameos and like not some cameos and some Easter eggs, and there's a lot of hints
Yeah.
and like stuff that was directing it toward the original, and it was so good. That movie is awesome. It was funny, had a good ending,
Yeah.
and it was really smooth. Dude, there was a kid who had a lisp who punched Michael Myers. Like, come on.
Yo,
A
what?
little kid with a lisp
Yeah.
punched Michael Myers and ran away. Come on.
What are you
One
doing in
again,
my house,
man.
bad man?
Yeah, he had to run away. He
Nah.
ran away afterward because like he murdered a couple other people. That's an awesome movie. It worked out very well, and you actually got some story about Michael Myers. You're like, wow, he was actually just this random dude just sitting there being quiet and insane. Like, oh, you let him go. Turns out he's just gonna murder everybody. Big
Yeah.
shocker.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, what about it? What about it? Was that good? I see it.
No.
Um, it chapter 2 I haven't seen, but the first
I've
like it's
seen I've
tough.
se- I've seen
I think
a
it was
little bit
overhyped.
of.
It was a good, it was an all right movie. I thought it was overhyped though.
Hmm.
and it wasn't bad. It's just that like I
I
read the
remember the
book
first
first. I'm
one
like,
I
this
was
book,
terrified.
like the book was like, oh, this is such a good book. It's awesome. Like the movie's like, meh, I already know what happens, so I don't get the
Yeah.
scare factor. I'm like, oh, there's actually that happened, which is actually way scarier, and it makes more sense because during the book there's cuts in the middle of it, but now they're only doing this is specifically the kids part. This is specifically this part, and I'm like, didn't really work out. So I was just like waiting. I'm like, oh, I know what's gonna happen
It's
next. I know what's gonna
honestly,
happen
it
next.
was honestly pretty weird. It's pretty weird that they changed what's called the girl's father from just abusive to what's it called to like sexually assault her.
Yeah, it was an alright movie though. That's
Wait, from what to what?
like an abusive,
From
full
abuse
on to like a sexual guy, sexual predator kind of dude.
to a sexual predator. So he went from like an abusive dude to like Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe
But
Biden as granddaughter.
yes, I know, but
Dude,
we ain't
Bernie
taking we
dropped
ain't talking
out.
about politics yet, man.
It's a good
Bernie
Shut
comparison
dropped
up. I
because
was
Joe
gonna talk
Biden does
about
like
that.
kissing his granddaughter.
and he
That's
likes
true.
touching little children and sniffing them. And when they obviously look uncomfortable on TV, because that's what every little kid likes to do. They like to get sniffed and touched by Joe Biden.
I love the smell of children. Delicious.
Did y'all see that Tiger King meme?
Which one? There's
Which
a
one?
lot. Tiger
No,
King
all
isn't
right,
a
sorry.
movie, but it's an
No,
awesome.
sorry.
It's an awesome show.
Yeah, it was Joe Biden. They switched. It was a picture of Joe Biden, but it was like, all right. So the original picture was Tiger King, like next to his tiger, but
Joe.
then they
So
switched it
Joe
out with a
Exotic.
picture of yeah, Joe Exotic. They switched it out with Joe Biden sniffing the tiger.
Nice.
Oh, I can guess.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine.
Yeah.
So I guess we can go to horror movies now that we're thinking about this. Like, there aren't any good horror movies other than what I talked about. Like, they're all stupid ghost movies. There's a ghost in my house, and we can't get it out without priest Jamal. Jamal, go get him. Okay, this ghost is way
Bringing
too
Jamal
powerful.
back.
This is the ghost of the old lady who knitted the socks, and now the socks will strangle you because she didn't get all of her socks out. Now you got to give everyone her socks. I'm like, yeah, that's a horror.
Sounds
Put
legit,
back
man.
your socks.
Like it's the plots are so convoluted with all these like ghost movies. This one's about an old lady who calls people in her. So basically, this ghost, she talks to you, but then she's not close to you. But then if she's not talking to you, then she's close to you. And if you get in your bathtub, she comes because she only comes and takes you in a bathtub. Yeah,
Sounds legit, man. Like,
that's
honestly,
an actual movie.
they're
That was
running
called the
ideas.
Curse of La Llorona or something like that. Like they
Wait, that
kind
was
of
an actual movie?
I know
yeah.
what you're talking about. I
La
know.
Llorona,
Yeah,
Kiss of
I
La
know what
Llorona, or something like that.
Oh my-
And basically, what happened? The actual myth is that like she kidnapped. She was, her husband, drowned her, like murdered her, and put her in the lake. And their ghost is like, I'm just gonna kidnap kids because she was pregnant at the time, never had her kid, so she takes kids. And basically, if you hear her, then you're being chosen. And when you stop hearing her, she's there. But basically, all she does in the movie is like try to kidnap this one, the main character in a bathtub a lot.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Don't take a bath, just shower, mom.
Yeah, dude, they're just running out of ideas. Like they used to have some really good horror movies with like, like Freddy.
Like
Oh,
a
horror
quiet
movies.
place is
That wasn't a horror.
Quiet
I thought
Place.
Quiet Place was like more of like an action adventure. I didn't
Yeah.
think that was
Yeah,
scary.
it's more sci-fi. But like, some people identified it as like a horror movie, but I liked it.
That was alright.
It was
So
good.
horror movies
I
that
think
were
it-
ruined. The Child's
Oh,
Play,
yeah.
the remake with Mark Hamill voicing Chucky.
Oh gosh.
It was terrible. That's all I'm gonna say. Mark Hamill did a great job with Chucky. It was actually he was a very good voice actor, like he usually is. He did a good job with the voice, but the movie itself, yeah, it was a bit rough. Cause
Honestly, like
Yeah.
like straight up, you just get a bunch of amateurs, just random people off the street say, "Hey, create a plot of this movie, of some movie." You have all the stuff you have
all
all
the
the
money and
equipment and money to
supplies, and they
yeah,
can't get anything
just
done.
make the movie, but they
What
can't
they
get the
need to do
movie.
is Get somebody that studies horror movies
Well,
and
like all
finds
the
out.
so like all the original like producers and makers are dead because all these good horror movies are like old. So like
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
let me give you an example. So a good cult classic, like David said this, was Scream. When you think of horror movies,
yeah,
Scream is one of the first you think about. Scream was
mm,
witty, it was smart, and
yeah.
it was good. It was a classic slasher, and it was awesome. They made a couple. They're all pretty good. The first was the best original. Like, come
Mm.
on, who doesn't know the line? What's your favorite scary movie? Like, it's such a good line, and it's classic. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, what has been good that came out in horror movies? Because all I see is bad remakes. The only good remake I saw was Halloween. Good movie. I think it was
Yeah,
2018
Yeah.
Halloween. Good movie.
yeah.
Child's Play. Bad. And then the rest of the movies that aren't remakes are just like, this is a ghost of a child who was killed for whatever reason, and now he's just here in your house. He's just here. So let's call a priest. Um, can't do much
I heard
about it.
about this movie like the Pet Cemetery. I heard of that. I haven't watched it, but I've
I heard
heard of
that
it.
was
How
bad. The
did
Pet
any of you?
Cemetery, I heard it was bad. The book was better.
I don't know. I didn't hear much about it. All I just know it just existed. It was a scary movie.
Scary.
It looked alright, but I got bad reviews. Like,
Yeah.
the Pet Cemetery looked like it looked alright. Oh yeah, I forgot about Annabelle. How can I not talk
Oh,
about
bro.
Annabelle?
That's
Literally a doll that's like, guess what?
Oh,
I'm finna alive. I'm gonna murder everybody for what reason? None. Like, yeah,
dude. It's based off a true story.
true
that
in
is true.
quotes, but it's
It
like,
is.
it's creepy, but it's kind of cliche and dumb.
No, I mean, have you ever seen like the original doll? Have you ever looked it up?
I
Stupid
have.
creepy.
It's creepy.
It's unnerving, yeah, but like, whatever. Another
What I
one.
don't like about the movie is that like the doll in the movie looks nothing like the real life
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Literally, like completely different.
You remember Brightburn? I don't, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, now I remember what Brightburn was. Ugh, that movie is terrible
Heard
too.
of it?
Brightburn, basically evil
I
Superman.
haven't. Oh, I know what you're talking
Evil
about.
Superman.
Yeah, it was garbage. It was garbage.
It was pretty
I
bad.
feel like it's bad. I forgot the name of the movie was. It was bad.
These are all like
Horrible.
bad. Nicolas Cage. Mm, he's a classic, man.
What about him?
He's so. I did forget about one thing though. I did forget about one movie that I actually liked a lot, and I'm mad I forgot it. The Banana Splits movie. I love the
What?
Banana Splits movie. It is so good. Oh my god, I love the Banana Splits movie. It is such a good
What are you
movie.
talking about?
The Banana Splits movie. It's so good. Like, it's
What's
really
it
good.
about?
What is?
What's it about?
I
Tell
liked it so
us.
much because I watch Boomerang a lot, and the Banana Splits are on Boomerang.
Oh
You know,
shoot! Are you serious,
you
bro?
remember
That's
the
what came to my
animals that like
head.
played the instruments? Like
Yeah.
they made a horror movie out of it. It's awesome. I thought that was so clever and good. I had so much fun watching because I'm like, I know these characters.
No,
I remember them. And I'm like, oh, they're just murdering
dude.
everyone like brutally.
There's no
Wait,
way.
what's the movie
The
called?
Banana Splits movie. It's got not too good
Dude, I
ratings, but
grew
I
up
had
watching
such
that.
fun watching it. It was so good. And I'm like, a lot of other people do like it, but it's like,
Yeah, that's
wow.
what it says. It's a
Deadass.
2018 comedy. What? Wait a minute.
The movie I'm talking about here. This is the
I'm,
Banana
I
Splits
switched up
movie.
bananas.
The Banana
Yeah.
Splits
Oh,
movie.
splits.
Yeah.
Dude, I grew up watching Boomerang, so this is fire.
It's not too bad. I liked it. It was so fun. It was funny. It was funny to me. That's like it was
Uh,
funny, but also so
Oh,
gruesome. It was awesome.
this is
that looks that looks creepy. Yeah. No, I
It's
wouldn't. I wouldn't watch
I
that.
wouldn't say it was scary. Like it was super scary, but it was just nostalgic because I remember them seeing them like murder everyone. Like they murdered so many people for no reason, just because they're like they just went rogue. Because technically they were like robots, but then like some insane guy installed a bad program, so they started murdering everyone in character. Oh, so funny!
Yeah.
It was the best stuff
Oh
I've
man.
seen. It was awesome.
uh, I haven't watched that. I haven't seen any of the. No one sucks. No one's sad. Boomerang. They got rid of all their old commercials pretty much.
Yeah, those are really classic.
They were classic. They were nice. They just now it's like
Mm,
crap Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Oh, the Scooby Doo movies. I remember those. Those are good movies
Oh
too.
yeah.
Those
oh
make me
yeah,
nostalgic.
dude.
Remember the
Yeah,
movie where
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo had to work with Kiss? Like there's the Kiss
No.
and
Yeah.
Scooby Doo
I
crossover.
remember that.
That was insane. That was such a good. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm like I remember that. I'm like that's so cool. Scooby Doo and Kiss. Like
Yeah.
what?
yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
it's
That was awesome.
yeah. I do remember that.
Uh,
That's it's funny you say that. I remember that.
those were the days.
Oh,
well, like okay.
yeah,
We
Now I'm
those
should
like
were
say
the
that
days.
honestly though. We should save this whole Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, all of that getting trashed for like another episode
yeah
because
no.
there's.
I'll still
I
go.
could talk about that for a while. There's a lot to unpack.
And then with horror movies, like I'm really into that stuff. So let's talk about like older horror movies. Like I can name a bunch off the top of my head. So we got the Scream series, Nightmare on Elm Street series. We have Friday the 13th series. We have the Halloween series. We have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. We have
Yep.
the Alien series. We have the Predator movies. All of them are such great movies. You know, they're all
Predator
such.
was
What was the
Alien and
other one that was
Predator.
really screwed up? It was the guy that had the mask. He would like. What the heck? No, a lot of them had masks. He had the Oh crap! It's the one where he would take people into his house and like
That's
or
a
like a
lot of them.
building and make them. Uh, yeah,
So this guy, he takes people in his house and kills them.
yeah. I know. It sounds really. I can't remember the name of it. It was really creepy. He had a really like creepy mask. It was like white with like yeah, I'll think of it later. We'll get back to
So like
that.
horror movie characters.
Oh,
Are you talking about Leatherface? Because Leatherface is like.
No, no, it's a different
yeah.
one.
My audio cut out. I couldn't hear you guys at all,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's working now.
But
Oh, let
like
me look it up real
Leatherface,
quick.
he was.
Yeah, I said yeah,
I
Leatherface.
thought it was Leatherface is what he was talking about because
That's
Leatherface
what I thought you were
takes the faces of
talking
people and puts it on his own. It's awesome. Such a cool idea. It's those movies
about.
are
No,
awesome.
it was one guy. I can't remember his name.
Just one guy. It's one guy.
One dude, just one dude
God,
He had a mask.
in a mask.
he's in a mask, just like
Really
Not like any
specifically.
basically
other
every
one.
other, but just like every other horror movie. He was in a mask, but not
Why
like the other
coming
ones.
up? Well, it was
No.
really freaking up one
Child's
too.
Play series. I can keep going on. Now I'm thinking like, what else we got here? Silence
No,
of
it's
the
kind of
Lambs.
newer.
I don't
Old
know.
but
No,
not too old.
I don't know newer ones. You think I know that kind of stuff? I don't really remember all those ones.
I honestly don't. If it's not Leatherface, I don't have a clue what he could
Yeah,
be talking about.
Leatherface is known for his mask. Jason Voorhees is known for his mask, and Michael Myers and Scream or
Great.
Ghostface.
Yeah.
But none of those
Mhm.
are what he's talking about.
I'll think of it in a couple. Oh, right here. Crap.
Send a picture in the chat so we can see.
Yeah.
Speaking of Scream, I remember like one scene,
I can't.
I don't remember which one it was, but like it's the part where Ghostface like, kills the principal and puts him like on the football goalpost and hangs him off there, and then just everybody crowds around it and looks at the body. Like I remember thinking to myself like, who would do that? Just crowd around the body, just to see. Oh, look, it's the principal's dead body. He's just hanging off the goalpost.
It's like awe. Like you're just
Oh,
like you're saying
bruh,
there awe.
that's Jigsaw.
Oh, Jigsaw? That's not even a
Jigsaw.
Yeah,
mask. That's not a mask. Jigsaw is a
it's a
doll.
puppet.
Yeah, it's a puppet.
Yeah, it's a puppet.
Yeah, the
Oh, Puppet.
Saw series. That's another good one. Known for
Yeah,
its
Saw.
gore.
Yeah, Saw. That's what I was thinking of.
Saw.
I
There's
drew a
so
blank.
many complex traps.
Dude, the Saw series, like when I think about it, like honestly, like it's at the point like I think about each trap like of how painful it could be, and
Yeah.
also some of them were just plain stupid, like how like people could fall into them. But like I remember there's a box someone had to put their hands through through two holes to get the key, but like the holes were covered by like razors, so when they put their hands
Yeah, it was
through
a
it could go
jigsaw
through.
box. And then they had the
But if they
reverse
put it
bear
back in,
trap on their head. And if they didn't get it in time, the reverse bear trap would like chomp
oh,
their head and they would die
oh,
because their skull would get
like,
crushed.
oh,
Dude, yeah,
yeah,
it's some really weird stuff.
Yeah, Saw
it's
was a good
really
movie.
messed up.
And then there was
But who thinks of stuff?
I don't know. I can think of a lot of cool. I like to me like making saw traps is so just interesting. Like the people who made them, like that's so intricate of how they like made it.
Like what?
Who
Yeah,
thought of it?
how they come up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like who thought of a
Oh,
reverse bear trap? Like
that's honestly like a really bad way to go. The reverse bear,
yeah, having your head crushed
terrible,
by
dude.
a
That's
bear
honestly
trap. Like come on, I
no,
don't
not
think.
even crush. Like it's just like no, like your like head just comes off your body like from your jaw.
Yeah.
Like oh,
Yeah, and then there's a pig face or whatever her name is, the one girl who has the dead pig head on her, and she goes around murdering people too, trying to kill
What
the
the heck?
cops.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Jigsaw movies.
I don't remember what movie she's from. She's from one of them, but yeah, it's insane.
Whoever thinks
Alien,
of it, just say,
Aliens and Predator, I love those, dude.
Alien
I
versus Predator
love
is so
those
good.
series.
So, Alien was such a good movie. It was so innovative. It's just like how it was, because like the alien was just so vivid. It was like grotesque. It looked real. When you first saw that
Mhm.
movie, you're like, that's a real thing. That's real life. That thing
mhm.
could be real. You can imagine it. And the chest burster scene, it's so iconic.
Oh,
It's used like everywhere.
yeah.
There's so many like nods and cameos to it, and like little Easter eggs of it. It's insane. It's so classic. I'm like, yeah, Alien's so cool. But I'm like, the guy's like, Predator is so much cooler, because I think Predator is cooler.
Predator is really cool, but honestly, like I watch the movies of both. Like I like as a like as like a character like Aliens and Predators, like both of them are really cool. But the movies in general, like the original movies, like I really liked Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator. Like is really
Yeah,
good, but I kind of like Aliens more.
bro.
I kind of
Okay,
like Aliens more.
so Alien didn't have a lot of good lines, but it had a lot of good scenes. While Predator had so many good lines, like the classic "Get in the chopper now." That's so classic. Get
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
chopper. Like that's so classic. And then Arnie's
mm,
out
Dude,
here.
can you do it?
He did a great job in that movie. And the
yeah,
Predator, I think the Predator's so cool. It's so badass. Like, come on. This like hunter who
yeah,
he has so many cool weapons and stuff. It's awesome. It's a great
yeah.
movie. And then the
Yeah.
It's
alien just
cool.
has like fear because it's like this feral beast going around murdering people just because it needs to
It's not just
survive.
one. Several, like in part two, like several of them. There's
Yeah.
not one. There's
There's more.
many of them,
It's an
which is
animal.
fine.
Wait,
Uh huh.
David, can I hear your impression, man?
Of what?
Of getting the chopper.
Of Arnie?
Impression in literally like at least three
Do it
years. I
now.
cannot do it.
Let's
I
get
Do
cannot
it.
do
it.
that.
Do
I
it.
can.
Do it.
I
Do it.
can.
You're Ukrainian.
Do it.
You're close to Russian.
Do it.
I'm gonna
Do it.
get
Do it.
yelled
Do
at
it.
by
Do it.
everyone.
Do the
Do
roar.
it. Do it. Do it.
Do the roar.
That's
Do the roar.
Palpatine reference.
Do the right.
Like
Do
that.
the roar.
Do the right.
I gotta warm up my voice.
Wow. He's got to warm up.
Come on,
He's
David.
got to
Hear it.
get in there.
I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
Wow, he's really going into this, folks.
Okay. Uh, get to the chopper. I can't do it. No, I haven't done it in so long.
Yeah.
Get into the chopper now.
Get to the chopper.
now.
That was good. That was good.
You gotta do it like that, man. You gotta
I
get
like
the.
that.
I used to do it pretty well,
I can tell.
but
He
now
has to get
I
warmed
just
up,
can't do
though.
it at all.
But
I had to get
David's also
warmed
a
up to
furry
even.
now, so that probably affects something too. So and a
Excuse me,
Taylor fan.
what? What did you say?
Taylor Swift turned him
Oh
into a furry, so that's all right.
No, not Taylor Swift.
no! Stop it! Honestly, stop it.
Dude, I
Fairy
think Taylor
tale
Swift's
is
turning into the man. I think she's turning into one of those people, man.
she's a man. Dude, she's about to mansplain.
Dude, she's about to mansplain to me. About to man spread her legs everywhere.
Of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
movies these days, kind of bad. Movies back in the
Kinda.
Yeah.
day, like come on, funny movies like there's a lot of good movies. I'm trying to think
Happy
of
Oh, Christmas
Gilmore.
Vacation.
Happy
Christmas
Gilmore.
Vacation was fun.
That was pretty good, man.
Hmm. Now
Yeah.
I'm pulling a blank.
Waterboy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Waterboy.
Waterboy with my man. I vibed with that
Dude,
movie.
but yeah, Happy Gilmore was a good one too. What were Adam Sandler?
Any Adam
It's
Sandler
The
movie.
Click. Yeah, he had a bunch of good ones. They were pretty funny.
Hey there. Yeah, he did have quite a few.
Silence.
This is a
I don't
crap.
know if I said Silence of the Lambs, but that's a good. That's a. It's a good.
I think you brought it up.
Horror.
Yeah, I never watched this one movie because I could never find it anywhere. But I remember watching a ton of clips of it on YouTube. It's
What?
called "Freddy Got Fingered," and dude, it was the funniest crap. Look it up. Look up clips of
What
Freddy
is it
Got
called?
Freddy Got Fingered. Look it up on YouTube.
We'll look
Dude,
it up later.
It's
The-
some really
When
funny
he
crap.
got what?
Freddy Got Fingered.
I'm not gonna look that up.
No, no. It's an actual movie. And it's some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Another good
Okay.
movie is The Big Lebowski. Hilarious. Army of Darkness. Classic. Kind of what's it called? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. There's a lot of movies. I literally just watched one of the a lot of people like it a lot, and I'm still trying to figure out the movie. But Fight Club. Fight Club is classic. Brad Pitt's an
Yeah.
awesome guy. But there's a lot of good movies out there.
Yo.
Oh, The Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good movie too. And I guess
Yeah, I've never been much about horror movies. I've been more into like just comedy my entire life.
well, we got if I'm gonna talk about one last movie, then Monty Python: The Holy Grail.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up.
Yes, dude, that movie. I can't wait to watch it in class. All three of us will be there, dude. That
David,
movie is
We're
so
not watching that in class.
good.
It's over.
Wait, no, I forgot Chronication.
Yeah, and it would be like,
It would have. It would have been this month as well.
Guys, we
It
can
would have
probably
been this
not meet
month
up at
as well.
anybody's house in a month and watch it. And we
and not
wink, wink,
not,
cannot. We shouldn't do it.
yeah, no, and
Hon-
like also like
just
if you want to, just like use. There's a couple like apps you can use. Like there's like a thing in Netflix that you can just like share like with a couple of friends on a Discord call to watch the movie together. You can do stuff like that. I
Wait,
guess.
is it on Netflix?
Yeah, you
Is
can.
Monty Python?
Yeah,
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna watch that on Netflix then,
there's a lot of
How do
better
you think I
shows
watched
though.
it?
because that's such a funny movie, dude. It really is.
Yeah. But
Good stuff.
that's a lot of good movies, and we talked about. So movies. I don't know. Movies today are pretty bad, except Marvel movies and the few remakes, and some Disney movies.
Yeah.
But I guess.
Sad. And you see all these.
Yeah, live actions are bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you see all these like these companies trying to make children movies, and they advertise them over like kid stations and stuff, and half like they're not even that good anymore. Like they're just not.
Yeah.
Like they used to actually make some decent like kids movies. Now they're just not good anymore. Sad. Like you guys see They're making like another SpongeBob movie or something.
Oh boy. Yeah.
They put John Wick. Like what is this? What is like?
Yeah. Why they put Keanu Reeves in it? Like, why does he need to be there?
Wait, Keanu Reeves in what? Keanu Reeves in what?
SpongeBob movie.
I'm looking that up. I'm
Dude,
looking that up.
They should have left it at the original SpongeBob.
I love Keanu Reeves. He's honestly like one of my favorite actors.
Like they're just screwing this stuff up.
All right. If you, I want
I
to be.
see
Let me be a jerk.
SpongeBob movie 3. I see. Keanu Reeves is in it.
Yeah. So David, you like Keanu Reeves? Can you tell me a movie that he stars in that's not John Wick?
Matrix. I love the Matrix.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I
This
know
movie.
I know like another show that movie that he's been in. I forgot what it was called, but basically he's an undercover cop who is undercover with like a bunch of like bank robbers, but they're also like surfer dudes, and they like
Oh, I think
I
I got
forgot they
you.
were called. Yeah,
Okay,
like
I was
they're
just
like
curious to see what other.
and when they're yeah, and then what's it called, like they were basically robbing banks in presidents' masks,
Yeah.
and they screwed him over. Like I remember
Yeah,
that.
guys.
That movie was
We should
good.
take we should take a couple minutes to talk about the Matrix. I watched the entire I watched all the movies. I don't know, a
Uh,
couple months ago. Super good movies.
this is a very good movie.
Yeah, there are good movies.
All right, that's the time we got for doing our main topic. It was
Alright.
that went pretty well. So we gotta go on to random stuff part two. So
Ah,
let's
yes.
have David. I'll let you start out. Do it. Let me hear some. Let me hear what you got here.
All right, let me get the articles. All right, I'm just gonna get them in order from the way I found them. So it's basically not really in any order. I just like found them. And they're there. All right. Police confront nudist sunbathers over not wearing face masks amid the coronavirus outbreak.
But it's a nudist beach though. It's they're nudist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I do, man.
yeah, and they confront them because they're not wearing face masks.
Hmm.
So that's pretty funny.
Their
All right,
primaries aren't there.
Yeah, U.S. coronavirus deaths pass 14,000, but future projections are better than expected. Okay, so unfortunately, a lot of people are dying
But there was
to
a
it.
spike in New York like today, and it's not looking like it's gonna be slowing down. But yeah.
All right, this next one, Christian already brought it up, but Bernie Sanders ends his run. So I'm kind of happy for that. I don't know about y'all.
Mr. Big Bunny, Big.
All right.
He was asking for oh man, I'm asking for your financial support. I'm once again
Yeah.
asking for your financial
He did
support.
not have he did not have enough financial support.
It's
Dude,
hard
I'm
to get
That
happy
and
he
those.
dropped.
yeah,
Honestly, I don't want to take a chance with a crazy socialist even having a chance of becoming a president. Like we don't need. I'm. I don't like it.
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm
It's
happy. We got Biden now,
it's like you dodged a
and
bullet.
Trump's
It's
gonna
like
eat him alive. Trump's just gonna
uh
eat him
huh,
alive. He's screwed.
uh huh.
But like, I'm so happy about this because Trump has it in the bag now.
Yeah. All right, this next one, Disney Plus tops 50 million paid subscribers globally. So they're pretty popular. 50 million subscribed streamers globally.
Nice.
It's really interesting. All right, this next one kind of annoys me. France's chief epidemiologist says U.S. will probably have the most problems with the coronavirus, partly due to obesity.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that?
Yeah.
Like, I see it's pretty true because
We are
if
like
you
a
are
vast
obese, like
country.
yeah, we are the fast country, and obesity just doesn't really help with sicknesses in general, and like you're and it just goes on about like just talking about that. All
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
what are these people gonna do now that they can't eat their fast food? And like
Die.
another huge problem with this, I'd say with the coronavirus, so what are all these druggies gonna do?
Oh, I can still get it.
Yeah.
Thank gosh. I mean, what if we went down to some extreme
Buy
lockdown?
drugs online. All right. This next one really excites me. All right, because the last show I watched was The Mandalorian because I was late to the
Yeah.
party. I was pretty late to the party, but I watched the entire thing. It was pretty good. I liked it. But okay. So it hasn't been confirmed, but it's rumored that Ahsoka Tano, played by Rosario Dawson, will appear in Mandalorian next season 2.
Ah,
Oh,
that's gonna be cool.
So yeah, I'm actually hyped for that.
Next up on the Star Wars
That's
list,
really cool.
or the Clone Wars, of course. That's what I'm doing.
All right, next. All right, delivery by dog, a new way to get wine and groceries in the age of social distancing. All right, so people are using dogs to like deliver stuff now.
The dogs can get it.
Yeah,
Animals can get
like
it.
they can probably get the coronavirus. So I don't know if it's gonna help too much. But here's a huge question I had: is how do they know where to go?
Oh, dog GPS.
That's like I don't understand like how they would be physically able to know like where to go to deliver food or groceries or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
hmm.
Right. Next article. Someone paid $5.6 million for an actual rocket in China.
Why? Like, why?
Oh,
Like, why?
Wait, what?
I can't. Oh yeah, I can hear you. Hold up, I can't hear. I can't hear
Yeah,
Aiden.
you
Aiden,
like that for a
Yeah.
second.
hello.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
like that. I like that for a second. What's up?
Yeah, you guys like.
Uh, uh, Oh, I think Aiden's still lagging out.
No, I'm good.
You here? All right. Have you heard the last few things that I said?
Yeah, you're talking about the
Because I just heard
rocket.
silence. Yeah. Okay. So someone paid $5.6 million for an actual rocket in China.
Like, why?
So what do you think about that?
Oh, they're gonna go to the moon.
Yes, it's gonna go to Jupiter.
To get
It,
more
it is really
stupider.
quite interesting.
Bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you
All
think?
right.
How do you feel about that? Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Yeah. I hate men. Let me talk to you about that.
girls go to college to get more
Honestly,
knowledge.
honestly, man, like
Just preach
men
it.
suck.
Men are pigs.
All right. All right. Next
No
article I
place
have is
in safe space.
all right. This one's kind of messed up. So Brazil's favelas are left to combat COVID-19 on their own.
Ouch.
So they're not going to receive any medical assistance or anything. So when the coronavirus breaks out down there, like it's gonna stay down there. They're not gonna have that much help in the favelas.
Yeah, because like South America's like a not too rich of a country, except for the few. So like, and Brazil's really not that like rich. They're more like impoverished. So like,
Yeah,
it's like expected that they won't get much help in general.
yeah. All right, here's the last one. So whale sharks may live up to a century. Cold War bomb dating reveals the biggest fish in the sea is more vulnerable to extinction than thought. A new study finds. So, what do you think that whale sharks are possibly 100 years away from extinction?
That's sad because they're such cool animals.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. I remember when I saw a toy of one. I was like, "Yo, this is the coolest thing ever! It's a whale, but it's a shark."
Do you
And
guys know
Whoa.
honestly,
if it's a whale or a shark? Do you know what it is? Oh, whoops. Here.
he's muted. Oh, okay.
There we
Commercial
go.
break.
Yeah,
ExpressVPN.
commercial. NordVPN. We got Raid Shadow Legends.
Rage. Hey guys, I just got this game.
There we go.
Me, check it out.
Had to fit. Oh wow.
All right, Aiden. Aiden.
I have to refresh here because I'm like.
Oh,
I
hello.
got some more. I
Testing.
got some stuff, man.
I don't know if you can hear us, but we cannot hear you.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, Aiden. Aiden. Hello. I'm gonna type in the chat.
Hello? No,
Aiden,
it's
Aiden,
not
just keep
speaking.
talking. Just keep talking, just so like in case like he does.
That's why I have to disconnect here. Hello? No?
On his back.
No.
and I don't know if he can hear us, but we can't hear him. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Says we have a mic.
Don't think I spelled his name right at all. Hello.
Yeah, alright, well, I got some stuff.
Hello, hello. Testing.
Hello. Okay. Hello. No. Still not wanting to work here. That's amazing here.
If we can't go on because he's recording. He's recording the audio. So if he can't hear us, he can't record anything.
Okay. No, I can do it. No, I can't. Wow. This is so annoying. I'm still getting my mic is working. And there we go, because Discord sucks. I apologize for that because I hate Discord a lot. It's really annoying because sometimes it likes to crash randomly and my mic doesn't like to connect all the times. Nope, I'm still here. Yes. Mhm. Wrong. Yeah. No, hold on a second.
I stumbled upon this Facebook page or whatever through Instagram, and they post
Could you really
pictures of
repeat
like.
yourself the other story before? Because you're cutting out for me. So could you repeat the story
Oh, sorry
before?
about that.
Yeah, you're fine.
So, so Lionel Mar, United States Congresswoman, the lady that married her brother, she I think it was today or yesterday, she was defending illegal immigrants, calling them American taxpayers.
That's dumb.
Can you
Like,
hear me?
yeah, no, I can
Yeah,
hear
I
now.
hear you.
Now I'm here. I'm like, that's dumb. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just
But
want to make sure
yeah.
that
So
I
I
heard it.
stumbled on this Facebook page, and Instagram today, and they were talking about censorship and like companies like Facebook or YouTube censoring people like for content they don't like or whatever, like whether it's language or any of the other stuff. Well, they post pictures. They talk about cannibal recipes and post pictures of like cooked humans on
Aww.
sticks and like skinned humans hung up on ropes.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I mean, I'm sure the people are screwing around and stuff, but it's really disturbing.
Yeah. It is really.
Like, like, like really disturbing crap. I don't
Yeah.
understand these people. It's called Human Farming Project. Like
Ugh.
literal. They're talking about human bacon. Like just really, really screwed up stuff, man. Like skinned humans posting this stuff on here. Like, what's the matter with these people?
And cannibalism's like
Yeah,
really
it is
nasty.
messed up.
They're talking about eating like babies.
That's
Really
disgusting.
disturbing content. Yeah, like
And a lot of
evil
people,
stuff.
yeah, a lot of people think of cannibalism as like taboo. So like, why are they allowing this?
Yeah.
No, but it's like skin human beings and cook humans on their page.
And where is this? Like, do you know like where this is happening? Like the place?
No, I don't know. There's just they have like I think they're probably kidding around and stuff, but it's still really disturbing content.
Oh, okay.
I'll repeat it again. It's called
Yeah.
Hold up, let me find it again. I logged out of that. It is called Human Farming Project on Facebook. If you all want to check that out,
That sounds
really
really weird.
disturbing stuff. Yeah, like, it's just nasty. Like, what's the matter with these people? Seriously
That's
screwed
messed
up your
up.
head. Honestly. Um.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
recommend cannibalism, nor do we say it's all right and
Yeah.
condone it. Just this is a disclaimer.
Yeah,
We
we
don't condone cannibalism. Just so you know,
No, I think it's evil. I think it's really evil and screwed up.
it's
Honestly.
taboo.
oh, yeah. There's really like no reason. There's like I know in one state it's only there's like only one situation where it's legal, and it's under the point where it's your only option left. Like if like I think it was Utah or something. I don't know exactly, but one state like if you literally have no source of food, no source of nutrient, like and it's like you're on the brink of death, cannibalism, and you have another person with you, cannibalism is allowed.
Yeah, that's whack.
It is whack.
All right, well, that's really what we got for time today.
Yeah.
So we gotta do our recommendation here. So I've been thinking,
Recommended.
let's recommend a game you can play, like a board game you can play with your
Board.
family. Because
I got
to help out
Right.
with coronavirus, you should really just play a game with your family and relax.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, of
recommend
course.
a game. It's a classic. I recommend Monopoly. Monopoly's fun.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Monopoly is the best. I love collecting
Ones.
Monopolies. Monopoly's the best.
Monopoly's good. Christian, what do you got?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say alright. Next level, Uno.
Uno.
It's a card,
Card game. But
but
still
okay.
That counts.
It is a fun time. It's a fun time. All right. Well, board game. As you said, board game. I thought of this first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I just realized I don't know what the name of the game is called.
Great job.
It's the one with global dominance, and you just want to take over the
Risk?
world.
Risk.
Risk. Yeah, Risk.
How could you forget
Risk.
Risk?
I love that game. Yeah, I forgot the name Risk, but Risk is a really fun time. I really enjoy playing Risk.
Yeah, it's really fun. But all these games really make you hate your family afterwards and during.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh
main.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, some awesome suggestions here. Great content.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's our episode for today. I'd like to thank all of our listeners for coming this far. And it really means a lot if you can come over and give us a good review wherever you're listening from, whether it be Spotify, Google, or YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, leave a like and please subscribe to get more daily content from our channel. And we might even post some extra stuff on the YouTube specifically. So maybe look out for that. But otherwise, I think we're done for today. So stay healthy, stay in good morals and emotional standards. Talk to your family.
Don't eat
have fun
humans.
with them. Don't eat other humans, and just be happy.
And hold up, you forgot to mention one thing. If you subscribe and press notifications, it's an instant battle royale next time you hop in Fortnite. Instant dubs.
Yeah, it's an instant victory royale. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
Instant victory royale. If you go on
Instant
Minecraft, you instantly have a stack of diamonds on survival. So
Yeah, like the second you log in to your world, like you just
Instant
a stack of diamonds.
Well, hope everyone's in good health and stays in good health. Everyone's been such a great listeners, and yeah, this was your daily dose of C.A.D. I'm Aiden West. Peace.